probably had the most classic dream as a little boy, which was to become a pilot. As you can see, we are not in a cockpit here, so I'm not a pilot. I'm actually an entrepreneur, and I'm the owner of Brouwland, who is an international wholesaler in equipment for home brewing and winemaking equipment. The homebrewing and the winemaking market is of course a niche market. In several countries it's a very immature market, but in some countries this market is getting more and more mature, like for example in Scandinavia. Brouwland is the biggest wholesaler in this market for all of Europe, but we are getting new entrants into the market, so the market is getting more and more competitive. The company started in 1972. It actually came from a retail business. My father is a pharmacist or a chemist, and that's where the company started, as a retail business. And then it gradually grew into a regional wholesale operation in the early 80s. In 84, at the age of 18, I came into the business, and 3 years later, at the age of 21, that's my brother, my sister and myself, bought the company from our parents. And besides the ownership, I'm also the general manager or the CEO. Because I entered the company at the age of 18, I was of course unsavvy regarding management and business materials. So I quickly learned that I had to get more knowledge in management issues. Simply said, I would not have been able to realize my dream without Vlerick. Running a small company with 6 people is totally different than running a company with 60 people whilst establishing an international marketing and sales strategy, keeping your financials up to date and trying to get a decisive middle management team upscale. One of the biggest advantages of the SME program is the high level of exchange of experiences between the different members of the group. There's not one session where we have not learned important issues in either management or financial strategy. One of the best examples is probably the Kipling case, where we learned how Kipling came into financial difficulties. And this triggered, especially for me, the fact that I had to look into my mid-long-term financial strategy, which now has been settled. I can give you loads of tips. A few could be, keep it short and simple. Don't try to get too rich in a too short time. But most especially, try to surround yourself with your own weaknesses. If you hire people, hire those competences that you don't own yourself.